Good morning, Asia. Can you hear me?
Hi. Yep.
Excellent. So we are now live. Thanks for joining this morning. We're going to talk to Asia Glover about the first-time homebuyer incentives. She's kind of, I called you our first-time homebuyer expert. I hope that's okay.
That's fine with me.
You'll take it, right? So
Yep,
we're
I'll take
live
it.
on Facebook and YouTube right now. So if anyone's joining in, awesome. If not, fine. You can always watch this later. This will be recorded, and you can watch it at any time. So, Asia, I'm not going to talk too much. I'm going to let you take it away.
Okay. I don't anticipate this is going to be an insanely long video, so that's good news for you guys tuning in. But I really did want to just touch base on what the major points are in the new homebuyer incentive program. So this is a little bit different than the program that was released a couple years back from the BC government, and that was the BC Home Partnership Loan, which was a flop. So we're kind of hoping for better turnout for this one. So this is sponsored by CMHC and the National Housing Strategy all across Canada. So first things first, I'm just kind of looking through the website, and I'm going to go through it mostly point by point.
Perfect.
Basically, what we're looking at is helping out first-time buyers with a 5% boost to their down payment on resale homes, or if they're buying something brand new, then a 10% boost on their down payment. Now, the key is they have to already be qualified for a mortgage. So they need to have at least 5% down already. And their qualifying amount can only, their qualifying, what is the word I'm looking for? They can only
No,
bring
that
in
word. Yep.
120,000 a year.
There you go.
That's what I'm talking about. And then the mortgage amount can't go over 480,000. So
Okay.
taking all those numbers into account, it really puts you guys at about a purchase price of like 565 max,
Do
which
you
is
think this helps with the B20 stress test?
the stress test is yeah, it's a problem right now. So
Yes.
I don't really think it's going to do a whole lot for that.
Okay.
Maybe for more rural areas of Canada, this could be a huge help. But everything online is saying the same thing. Like in Vancouver and Toronto, this is not a huge help. Um, but I try and stay on the positive side. I mean, if you're looking at getting into your very first condo, at least here in the Fraser Valley, you can find a starter condo for under 400.
Yep.
So baby steps, get in and then work your way up. And I think that's kind of the way we need to look at it. Um, and another thing that I think is important to note is that this really is an investment on the government's behalf as well, because they've said right in it that if your home value goes down, then the amount that you have to pay back is actually down as well. So it's
Okay.
based on a percentage. We'll get to that. We're getting there, James.
Slowly but surely. Baby steps, as you
Slowly
say.
but surely. Yeah. So just to kind of keep on track here, you're going to get a 5% boost on resale, 10% on brand new, and you need to be pre-qualified. Now, going down a bit more, boom, 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 boom.
Where do you want me to go to here? Let's look at the
I'm
specific
just, oh yeah,
situation.
I'm scrolling. Eligibility and requirements. So that's pretty
Okay, I
standard
see.
stuff.
There you
Yeah,
go.
pretty standard. You have to be Canadian, a permanent resident. And like I said, maximum qualifying income of 120,000. Um, and you have to be a first-time home buyer. So that's
Okay, so you
pretty.
still, yeah, so you can't have owned a home anywhere else in the world then, right?
That's right. That's right.
Okay. So you still have to have the down payment ready though. So you still have to have 5% down. They're just going to give you more
Yeah.
purchase power.
Yes. Yeah. So,
Okay.
yeah, you have to have a minimum five, and you can't get more than 20 because it has to be an insured mortgage because it
Okay.
is sponsored by CMHC. So they want you to be in like that 10%, 10, 15%, so that you're still paying your mortgage insurance.
Okay.
So if you can, obviously it's better to not take a loan. If you have 20% down, then go for it. Don't put a lesser amount and then get this loan on top of it. Because at the end of the day, it seems like a pretty easy way to boost your down payment, but it's still a loan. You still have to pay it back. It's not free. They do give you quite a bit of time, though. They give you 25 years to pay it back, or when you go to sell your home, you have to pay it upon the sale. But like I said, like I touched on earlier, you have to pay back the percentage of the value of the home at the time of repayment. So if they gave you 5% today, let's look at this example, maybe. Anita.
Anita wants to buy a new home for $400,000. Is that the
Yes.
one? Okay.
Yes. I gotta find her.
Damn, Anita always hiding.
Anita, what are you doing to me? There we go. Okay. So she wants to buy a home for $400,000. She already has a minimum 5% down payment, so she has $20,000, and she's going to apply to get a further 10% because it's a brand new home.
Okay.
At the very end of the day, when she goes to resell, and her property has gone up in value to, let's say, $420,000, that 10% is not the $40,000 that she was originally given. It's actually $42,000 because her property's gone up in value.
Okay.
So the government's kind of banking that property values are going to go up, which in the long run they usually do. So that's good news. But it's also an interesting turn that if your property value goes down, the same principle stands. So if we look at John has an annual qualifying income of $83,125. He wants to purchase a home for $350,000. They give him, the government, gives him $35,000 in shared equity mortgage, which is 10% of a newly constructed home. And unfortunately for John, his property value actually goes down. When he goes to sell it, he sells it for $320,000, but that means that 10% is actually $32,000, not what they gave him, $35,000.
Okay.
Yeah. So you don't actually have to pay. You don't have to pay the full $35,000. It's just a percentage, but you still have to pay that percentage back.
So you're losing even if the equity a bit in paying back your loan.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Well, at least you're getting in a home, though, right?
Exactly. It's something to help first timers get in the door. And that's the hardest part. We have so many young people who have degrees, and they're smart people working downtown or working in the tech sector or working at really good paying jobs. So their income is qualifying them, but they don't have this down payment. And that's the hardest part for young people, is just to save that amount, because rent prices here in Vancouver are insane. Mm-hmm. So it's really just to help people get their foot in the door. And so I know that there's going to be haters out there. There's haters out there for everything. And there's definitely some issues. But I think this program is mostly to help people. And we got to focus on the fact that it's baby steps. It's not going to get you into, your forever home that's, on 12,000 square foot lot with a beautiful patio or anything like that. This is a starter. It's a condo or a townhome.
This isn't my half-acre pool 8-bedroom home. This is
not exactly.
1-bedroom condo in Langley, and you've got your foot in the door to one-day upgrade, right?
Exactly. Okay.
That's
what we got to keep in mind.
Exactly. Next, we had you found a chart here, so I'm going to switch over to this.
Yeah.
And you can describe this a bit to simpletons like me.
Yeah, so this basically just shows a breakdown of what your down payment would be on a home of a particular value, and then what it is with the added boost. Now, the first two columns here are for a house price of $200,000. Just going to go ahead and skip over that one because we live in the real world. But like I said, you can find like a condo in Surrey or Langley for $350,000. So if we start at the second two columns here, if you have a starting down payment, a 5% down payment of $17,500, and then you ask the government for that additional 10%, let's say it's a brand new build, then that really beefs up your down payment to, where are we at? To $35,000. And that if you just scroll down to the bottom, it's giving you a savings of $200 a month on your monthly payment. So over the year, you're going to save yourself $2,400.
It seems like not much, but that is probably a paycheck for most people, right? It helps.
But yeah, and like $200 a month is, you could get a little commuter car
Your
lease or
maintenance
something
fees,
for that, you know.
your strata fees, right? It could pay for that. It could,
Exactly. Like
yeah,
every little bit helps. So saving 200 a month, I mean, there's a lot of people that's a lot of money too, especially if you've got a family to take care of
absolutely.
and
Yeah,
stuff.
no, kids are
Yeah.
expensive. Trust me.
Yeah.
Next we have, you had a great another chart here you wanted to share. The dream of homeownership is strong among millennials.
Yes. So I've been seeing a lot in the news about how, people in Germany, they rent forever. And why is it that we have this mentality here? I don't know why, but people really want to own here, and it's a valuable asset to invest in yourself and in your future rather than throwing away your money on rent all the time. And millennials get it. Young people get it. I'm considered a millennial. We all want to be in that group of people who own their home. And it's just out of reach for a lot of people. So this program, I think, really helps out specifically young people who are really trying to get into that market. And it's not about the fact that, we don't want to rent or we don't want to own. Young people don't want to own. They just want to, be downtown, or they want to be here or there. It's not true. Young people really do want to own. They want to set roots. And a program like this is really going to help them.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, as you
that's it.
said, that's it. Hey, we just wanted to cover it. We wanted to get it done. You explained it far better than I ever could have imagined
Oh,
explaining
thank
it.
you.
So this took a lot of the pressure off me. We got a webinar done. And yeah, if you want to check this video out, as I said, it's going to be on YouTube, Facebook right now. And we will actually sponsor this and get this out to people so they learn the
Ooh,
values of, yeah, the joys of home ownership. Okay. So
sounds
that's
good.
it for now. And Asia, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Talk to you all later. See you next Wednesday.